What is up, everybody? In today's video, we are going to go over whether you should buy fake leather or real leather for your car's interior. All that in today's episode. My name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Let's get into it. So a couple weeks ago, I decided that I wanted to do a leather interior on my BMW E30. I wanted to reupholster the seats, and I didn't know whether to go for fake leather or real leather. And I tried to break down as many points as possible to make my decision. With something like reupholstering your seats, it can be very expensive. So you want to make sure that you're getting the best decision for you and not just thinking emotionally and at the time. So you want to kind of lay down your options, look at what's available, and decide from there. So I wanted to bring you guys through a couple key factors of why I chose what I chose, and I will show you the actual product. So with many leather companies, you can order samples before you order big pieces. I decided that I was going to order a couple sample pieces, and this is one of the samples that I got for fake leather. Right, I was kind of looking for the color of peanut butter. I found that this one was online and it was kind of the color that I was going for, but as I got it in person, I'm super glad that I didn't order a ton of this, because this is very beige, even though it kind of came up as peanut butter. So it's always good to order a sample piece, especially if you're doing the upholstering yourself. But I went ahead and went with a company that creates the entire upholstery, right? And this is a piece of their leather. I believe that this is like worked with leather, so there is still some plastic in here, but it is with the remnants of real leather. So it's not, what's nice about that is that it's durable, it's very stretchy, it looks very nice and even, whereas real leather would have certain dimples on it, and it would be a little bit like smoother and softer, but at the same time it would be a lot harder to take care of. So it's not something that you want to do for an interior piece in your car. So I think a very important piece to look at is the durability between fake leather and real leather. The fake leather, you can see that it's very, very flimsy, it's very thin. Naturally, you would upholster this to some sort of backing, so a lot of foam, but just in terms of like the base layer, it feels very, very thin, very flimsy. With something like your seats, you're going to be getting in and out of them. There's going to be a lot of rubbing, so you want something very, very sturdy and strong. In terms of something like this, I'm not sure if this is car upholstery material, but just looking at ordering regular fake leather, it doesn't seem as strong. I think that that's, again, the big difference between the two, is that fake leather is going to be a lot less durable. Looking at this piece, again, it's very thick. This piece is just like just the leather without the backing, and it feels very sturdy, very stretchy, whereas this just isn't doing the trick. It's also it ended up folding, and so like you can see like that crease, and that crease is probably likely to never go away. So I think that the leather is a lot more forgiving in a certain sense, in this sense. In terms of cost, which is another big thing, the real leather is going to be a lot more expensive than the fake leather. So initially you're going to spend a lot more money, but I think that with the longevity of real leather, you're going to save money in the long run, and a lot of headache and just time and energy. As you guys can see back here, I've already done one piece, and it took me a long time to do. So that video is coming out later. So if you guys want to stick around for the actual upholstering, go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and that will be posted a little bit later. So I believe that the fake leather was something like $10 for an entire yard, whereas real leather would be something like $30 per yard. But if you look at, again, the grand scheme of things, this isn't going to last as long. So the real leather might last me 20 years, whereas a fake leather might only last me 5. So you're doing it 4 times as long, which means it ends up being around the same price, even though you have to replace the fake leather. So you might as well just go with real leather just to begin with, spend the extra money. That way you don't have to double it up and then fix your mistakes. In terms of cleaning, fake leather is going to be a lot easier than real leather. Real leather absorbs a lot of oils and a lot of just the sun and everything, so it's going to be a little bit more maintenance than regular leathers. If you spill something on it like coffee, the leather is going to absorb that. So you want to really take care of the leather and make sure that it's, not taking in too much stuff. So they recommend cleaning and protecting the leather around 2 times a year. So that's not too bad, but getting a full detail on it is really, really worth it, and that helps with the longevity of leather. Something like the fake leather, it's going to just beat up, like water or, coffee would not float into this. It's not breathable like real leather would be. So something like fake leather would wipe right off, whereas real leather, it's going to soak in a little bit. All right, let's talk a little bit about environment, because I care a lot about the environment, and I think that it was a little bit hard because you're getting cowhide, right? That's a really hard one because, again, a cow has to die for, the leather. So after looking into it, cows are pretty bad for the environment, but in comparison of the oil production that it uses to make this plastic leather, the cowhide is actually better in comparison to this fake leather. Now, with that being said, there are other fake leather options that aren't oil. I've seen cactus leather, which is very durable, and other things, but those tend to be a lot more expensive. So it would double or triple the cost of the regular leather, which is already a pretty penny. So in terms of the fake leather, the plastic leather, it's not going to be good for the environment. The cowhide is going to be a little bit better for the environment, but more expensive. And again, you're still producing this leather. So at some point, there's a certain trade-off that you have to make between real leather and fake leathers. I think the final comparison that you have to make is the actual look and feel of the leather, right? Because the interior of your car, you're going to be spending a lot of time. In terms of this, you can kind of see some of the dimples on it, like they tried to make it look like real leather, but it's not coming through a decent amount, right? It's still a little bit hard to see. It looks very smooth and plastic, whereas this, you can see those actual markings, and I think that looks really nice. It for sure has that smell as well, the real leather smell, and I think that there's certain trade-offs that you just have to make and have to pay and spend the extra money for. The real leather looks, feels, and smells amazing. It's that weird new leather smell, and I am super happy with this product. I'm very happy about how it came out, and that's kind of where I decided. Again, there were so many benefits of going with real leather than just fake leather. And I think that in terms of leather interiors, your best bet is going to be spend the extra money, go with the real leather option, and you won't regret it. After trying to do a fake leather option, it's just going to be a lot better and easier to go with the one-time cowhide. I hope that if you guys are trying to decide between real and fake leather, that this video helps out. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as it does help me out a lot. Make sure to stay tuned for the leather interior reveal. We're getting there when I'm processing it, but that video will be coming out very soon. So until next time, my name is Ryan. Have an amazing day. Peace.